Hi, this is Aaron, CEO and co-founder of Orgspace. Thanks for watching our video today. If you follow any of the news, you've probably heard about some of the changes that are happening in the tech industry, particularly in parts of the tech market where it is a year of efficiency. Meta, for example, in Zuckerberg's famous memo about flattening, says here, we are doing flattening. We are getting rid of management layers. We're moving people to become more builders, maybe a little bit less managers. And in this case, here's the timeline you should expect. Over the next couple of months, org leaders will announce restructuring plans to flatten the org. Pretty important activity as we all move to think about being builders, and less about middle management in terms of how you think about your career growth. At Orgspace, what we make is software to help you manage your organization. We make software that reads people data from your HRIS system. We sit on top of that and help you dynamically manage everything, scenario planning. So if you need to do flattening, if you want to do hiring planning, you want to stand up new teams or anything in between, that's a core of what we do here at Orgspace. We've been pretty aggressive in terms of how we work out our AI strategy. We've been pretty early in terms of using ChatGPT to do things like create your reorg emails and things like that. But what we're really excited about is something core to us. So what Orgspace has done since the beginning is the idea of scenarios. So in this case, we have Acme Corp. Maybe we want to invest in AI. So we pull up this scenario and we can then see what teams that we're going to create a generative AI team. That's great. But we had to hand make the scenario. We had to literally create a new team, move people into the team. If we wanted to do a flattening, we'd have to do that by hand as well. And while you can do it, it's a lot easier if you get an answer, at least a starting point. And that's where we think ChatGPT can really help. So we're super excited that we've built the Orgspace plugin to ChatGPT that will help you answer any question about your org. But in particular, it'll actually help you build these scenarios for how you might do org planning. And so, right now you see a team chart, you see a people organization. If we go back to main org, go back to Acme, you'll see that if we zoom out on this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of the organization. For an organization in this case that has maybe about 100 people in it. We'd like to do better. And so let's go to our plugin and we can actually ask it a question and see if it can help us. So you'll see we have our plugins enabled. We've got OpenTable, Wolfram, and Orgspace. And we're going to ask it a question. Right? It's going to be a really simple question, which is, I heard people are flattening their orgs. Can you help me with that? I would like to make sure to prioritize engineering as important because that's really what we're here to do, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So it's thinking, and it's pulling up the Orgspace plugin. So first thing you'll notice, it recognized that this is a question about organizational management and that Orgspace would be a good solution for this problem. So what's it telling us? Well, to flatten our organization, prioritize engineering, let's consider some steps. Let's reduce some management layers. Let's flatten the organization. We can identify some middle management positions that could be eliminated or merged into a streamlined structure. We can empower some employees, give them some more autonomy and decision-making power. Who doesn't want that, right? We can focus on the engineering team, prioritize on them. Some really good advice in here. I mean, this is about what if you paid a management consultant, they probably tell you all these things. We get that for free. Then it asks us at the end, if you'd like to proceed flattening your organization, I can help you create a plan and simulate the changes. Let me know how you'd like to move forward. And my answer is yes, I would love that. Please provide a plan, a restructuring plan. Okay, cool. All right, this is, so now we're in the phase of this where normally a management consulting firm is going to charge you about $100,000 to go away and think about how this is going to work. This might take a little bit of time, so we might speed up the video depending on how well the plugin does. Okay, and now you can see it finally successfully was able to parse and pass a request, and it has given us a plan for something, a new scenario called flattened organization. Let's take a look at how this actually looks. So we'll click that, we'll open it up, and let's go to the people view. Let's refresh the screen here. And now we can see our new plan has appeared. If I click over to people, it's a bit easier to see. But if we zoom out on this, we can see that we have some employees in yellow where there's been some reassignments. So Belinda now reports to Stella, Lucy now reports to Stella. If we click down on this, we can see Emily Johnson as a new manager. Some people switched from managers. We didn't actually do any layoffs in this round, which was nice. But we were able to actually do some reasonable changes. So that simple reorg is working pretty well. So we can click down here to review and adopt. And then, with this kind of change, we're just going to call it an optimistic reorg. We're going to include the names of dismissed if we were to do so. We can type in here to do a Homerian epic. But yeah, we get an announcement, what we're doing about it. That's kind of the workflow of the plugin. All sorts of other things you can do with it, asking things like, what is my wage gap in my organization? Who are my best performers in a given skill? All these things are possible given the data that we're passing in. And I'm super excited to see what happens as we go along and evolve this. Thank you for watching our video, and happy organizational planning. Cheers.